Wednesday wind down, people. This is Cabernet from a Black owned winery up north, Livermore. So I'm going to try it. That color is absolutely beautiful. Um, I can barely see through it. And that's what I like my wine to look like, where I can barely see through my wine. Give me a shout out. Give me a hey boo hey. I am back. It has been a minute. I took some time off and it did me some good, y'all. It did me so good that time off. Who is out there today? Today I'm going to be giving you 3 ways that you can refocus when you really don't want to be focused. There's so much going on. The new year is upon us. We haven't even finished the year out, but there's this thing. There's 2 worlds that a lot of people live in. But first let me sip this wine. Ooh, it smells great. I like that. That's different. That's really earthy. I like it. It's not too jammy. Usually when I have Cabernets, it can be really jammy. And this one doesn't feel as jammy. It's very earthy. It makes me think of sitting by the fireplace outside with friends, which that's how I describe my wine. I don't have all of the lingo. So much has happened. Let me tell you what's been going on. Number one, last month, I'm really excited. I am starting a whiskey company with one of my closest friends. And so we're doing a lot of the research and development, y'all. Research and development. So I ended up doing that. I ended up taking a couple of vacations. We went to Santa Barbara. We also did downtown Los Angeles during Thanksgiving, which was so different. Hey, Darius, it has been a minute. It's so nice to see you here. Hi, Joanne. So I want to make sure that I am setting you up for a win. 3 ways to focus and refocus when you are burned the bleep out. 3 ways to focus and refocus when you are burned out. So there's 2 different kinds of individuals. It's December 1st. Happy December 1st. You get to the end of the year and you have this crew over here. This crew says, why are people talking about the new year? You ain't even finished the year out. You need to be grinding it out. Reach them goals you set. You have that crew. Then you have the crew who is like, December 1st, whoo, I'm done. Call it in, honey. They are done. So we have those 2 sets, those cliques. The clique that I am a part of is the clique that says you can complete your goals with grace and ease. I'm not one to feel like you got to rise and grind. That is not my skilo. With grace and ease. And I understand when you are burned out. I totally understand. Being burned out, usually you want to throw in the towel. Being burned out, you don't even know what your goals and dreams are anymore. You don't even remember what you said you wanted to do this year. How many of you remember what you said you wanted to do this year? I've been there where I had no clue. I said some stuff in January and then it was done. I live life a lot differently now because I have a vision board mastery tools that I use. I have masterminds that I'm a part of. I have a coach. So now it's in the forefront of my mind and there's stuff that gets done. But if you are burned out and you're just like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get to the end of this year? One, I want you to give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace because you've made it. You've made it through a pandemic and we're not even done yet. But you are here and you're navigating and you're taking care of yourself and you're thinking, how can I take care of me? And usually burnout is a sign that it is time to sit the beep down. It's time to sit down. So let me tell you how you can refocus when you're burned out, because some of you might be thinking, yeah, I am burned out, but I still have some things that I want to get done. I'm going to ask that you challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to do these 3 things that are going to help you. Number 1, push pause. Push pause. What the hell? I only got 30 days, 31 days left for this year. Push pause. How do you push pause when you have so many things on your agenda? You have to stop and take a breather. Set the time, set the calendar, because 9 times out of 10, you're burned out. So you're already taking a breather, but your mind isn't. You're sitting there on the couch watching Netflix, beating yourself up because you're watching Netflix, beating yourself up because there are things that you said you wanted to get done, but you're not doing. You are beating yourself up and not even enjoying that downtime. So your downtime isn't rejuvenating you. Your downtime turns into scarcity mode. Your downtime turns into survival mode. So, in this moment, if you tell yourself you are operating from a place of abundance, meaning you have more time than you think you do, it's going to be okay for you to push pause. Push pause for a day or two. How do you refocus when you're burned out? Push pause. It's kind of like race car drivers. Race car drivers, when they're going around that track 100 miles an hour, faster than that, but I'm just going to say 100 miles an hour. And when they get into that curve, if they don't let their foot off of the gas, they will spin out. When you're going into a curve, and that's burnout, when you're going into that curve, when you're going into something challenging, you're going into something that's a little more difficult, you got to let your foot up off the gas. Now, when you're coming out of that curve, you put your foot back on the gas. So you got to let up so that you can lean in. Take a breather. Take some time off. For those of you who are just tuning in, and I know I've been running my mouth for the last 5-7 minutes, I'm Natasha McCrea. I am the Love CEO. I will help you raise your love vibration so that you can stick to what is important to you, that you can be connected to your most authentic goals, connect with designing the life that you want. I am that person because I truly believe that we compartmentalize ourselves so much and we make living life so hard. Culture's done it, people've done it, the internet, depending on who you follow, has made you feel less than. And I am a firm believer if you lean into love, then everything else leans into you. I am here to coach you through that. So, how do you refocus and focus when you're burned out? Number one, take your foot off the gas, give yourself a breather, push pause, take a break. I know that's counterintuitive to going after those goals and those dreams, but it will go a long way. As a matter of fact, we're talking about that on Monday. Me and some of the ladies are doing a virtual roundtable, and that virtual roundtable, we will lean into that. All right. So after you've pushed pause and you are breathing again, because more times than not, when you are burned out, you are starting to hold your breath and you are not breathing. So pushing pause just gives you a chance to breathe the life back into you, back into your goals if you want. So after you've done that, you're able to do an assessment. Yes, I know it's the end of the year, but you need to assess what does this mean to me? What am I willing to do for that goal that I've set? Are you willing to lean into it? I do this at mid-year. I probably do this quarterly, but mid-year definitely. So in June, I had plans of launching a book this year, and I was not willing to do all the work that required to launching the book. So that book is happening first quarter of 2022, but at the beginning of, I guess, mid-year, I said it was June, but it might have been slightly before June, is I asked myself, looking at all of my goals, what am I willing to do? But I could only look at them and see them when I could get a bird's eye view because I was breathing. I was assessing. I was assessing where I am and where I want to be. Assessing where I am and assessing where I want to be, because then you can determine what are you willing to do. That gap, living the dash, where you are and where you want to be. I took that and spend it for myself, but where you are and where you want to be, there is that gap. And that gap, it usually is a space of discomfort for people. If you are uncomfortable in that gap, it's definitely time for you to reassess and get a perception shift so that you can begin to enjoy the journey. Enjoying the journey between where you are and where you want to be. That's going to help you with the discrepancies. That's going to help you start eliminating the burnout. The women I work with enjoy the journey. We got self-care plans, and yes, life throws us curveballs, and yes, we have to assess them. And yes, we have to give ourselves grace. All right. So take a breather, take a pause, and assess where you are and make a determination of what you're willing to do. And the third, how do you refocus when you are burned out? You must. I'm telling you, honey, you must celebrate your wins with gratitude. You must. It is hands down so vital that you do this, because a lot of times we're burned out because we don't think we've been doing anything. We don't think we've done enough. We don't think that our goals that we've hit, those milestones to get to that goal, matter. The milestones matter. They matter. And you must celebrate the wins. The win could simply be that you are sitting here with air in your lungs. A win could be that you inched forward on that goal. A win could be you Googled something so you could figure something out about the goal that you want. These could be the wins, no matter how big or small. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you a hyper focus. Because what that does is it sets you up to understand that you are on your path. Or it will simply allow you to see another path that you want to be on. 3 ways to focus and refocus when you are burnt out. Push pause, assess the situation, and celebrate those wins with gratitude. It is imperative that you do that. Gratitude and celebration are a huge part of self-care. I want you to make it a priority these next 30 days. On next Monday, I want you to come visit. I want you to come visit me next Monday. It's going to be really important because we're having a virtual roundtable. And I got all these typos in my virtual roundtable, y'all. Just forgive me on the typos. But you want to go to Academy, bit.ly, Academy Roundtable, and go there, sign up. It is a free virtual roundtable on how self-care can help you with those ambitious goals. Sign up, it's free. Me and the ladies in the Love CEO Academy, we're coming in hot on this one. We are coming in hot in this one. So you're going to join me and a few of the ladies of the Love CEO Academy as we discuss the ins and outs of self-care, life's challenges, setting goals while enjoying the journey. That is the most important thing, to set goals while enjoying the journey. We have Margarita, Denshay, Lottie, Damia, Tamra. We have Cindy, Kim, and Sharon. These women have chosen to step into their self-care, and you're going to be amazed at the lives that have been changed because they've done it. So we have that free roundtable that's happening next Monday, 6:15 Pacific time, literally an hour and a half. That's all we ambitious women got. We ain't trying to do no 4 or 5 hour, 10-day workshops. It's literally an hour and a half for you to sit there and have a discussion with us. I love y'all. Go out and make it an amazing, amazing week, rest of your week. Enjoy your wine. Enjoy your wine. This one's nice. I like this. Longevity is the name of the vineyard. And it's a cab. I missed you all. This is my first time back. Make sure you share this post with someone who needs to hear this message or that you think would like to hear this message, because the only way that my words can touch the ears and the hearts of the women who need it the most is if you share this with them. I love you. Go out and make it an amazing rest of your week. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.